Welcome back to Teal House Farm. It is grocery haul time. Now, usually I do my monthly big haul at the beginning of the month, but in this case, we happen to be in the city where there is an Aldi the last couple days here of May. So this is my June grocery haul, but I did it at the end of May. If you've been around for a while, you'll know I do a big haul at the beginning of the month, and then I kind of go back and fill in the blanks. Since we only have one refrigerator, we always need to buy more milk and fruit and cheese and things like that because I just can't store enough for 1 month. But the largest portion of money is spent at the beginning of the month, which is what I did today. Now, we live on a homestead. We are a family of 9, so we're producing a lot of our own food. So this large haul, even though it's big for us, is probably not what you might see on other channels. This is kind of how we fill in the blanks for what we can't provide for ourselves. Now, we've done a real strict whole foods diet in the past, and if you've been around for a long time, you've seen those hauls and you've seen me talking about it. We did it for one of our children who has a lot of complicated medical conditions, and we had hoped that it would help some of the issues that she had. And after 6 months of spending a whole lot of money and working really hard to try to cook just absolutely everything from scratch, we realized it really wasn't making a difference for her, and it was absolutely killing our budget. So we backed way off of it. I do miss some aspects of the whole foods diet. It is definitely just better for us in general. I felt better when we were doing it, but I don't want to go back in 100% with the no white sugar ever, no white flour ever, those types of things, because it was just mentally exhausting and it was really hard on our grocery budget. We got some really good ideas from everyone who commented on my short about Whole Foods lunches for the kids that wouldn't just break the bank, because that's really, lunch is where it really busted the bank last time around. And you'll see kind of where we're making exceptions and where we're really pushing for better quality foods for our family as far as things that we can't provide for ourselves, to kind of be able to keep a decent sized grocery budget without just going absolutely crazy. Okay, we got it all set up. Let me show you what we got. So they had everything that I ordered, except I ordered a whole chicken that I was going to shred to use in sandwiches instead of using lunch meat. And so the total was $235 before, like when I checked out. And so it's $235 minus whatever that whole chicken was, which I'm gonna guess is probably like $12 or $15. So let's just say $220 was my total today. I'm going for $500 this month. We're eating a lot out of the pantry and the freezer, trying to use things up. So this is one haul. I will get more fruit halfway through the month and do another smaller haul, and all that together should be around $500. Normally our food budget is going to be closer to like $800, sometimes $900. But this month is a little bit less because our garden is really going well, and then also I need to eat some things that are still in the pantry from last year's garden, just kind of get those out of the pantry, so we're going to be using a lot more of those things. First, we're going to start with the smorgasbord of fruit and vegetables that I got. Now, if you've watched a lot of my grocery hauls, you know that the grocery hauls don't usually have this many fruits and vegetables in it because, like I said earlier, usually during the month, I'll go to our local market and buy fruits and vegetables from there because they're really good quality. And also we go through a lot of fruit and vegetables with all the kids. And so what I buy at the beginning of the month doesn't last very long. And it tends to be I have some kind of hanging over from the last stop at the market from last month to the first haul of the next month. So I don't buy that many fruits and vegetables. But this time this wasn't true. The kids plowed through the fruit I bought last week at the market and we're basically out completely. Here's what we got. I got a whole bunch of grapefruit. I am the only one that likes grapefruit, but I noticed that it does a pretty good job lasting a long time on the counter, so this should last me the month. I eat a half grapefruit almost every morning with breakfast. I just really like them, and they're good for you. Got a cantaloupe, that'll be one breakfast, a whole bunch of cuties for snacks, some bananas. I got snap peas for snacking. I have some of these in the garden too, but they won't be ready for probably another week, so this is for this week. Sam really likes those. Sam and I also really like these little snacking peppers, so I got some of those to go with lunches. I got 2 crowns of broccoli and a whole bunch of baby carrots and strawberries, which that'll go in one day, grapes and little tomatoes and some blueberries and another package of broccoli. This will all go pretty fast. Oh, 2 cucumbers, I forgot those. So this will probably be all gone this week, and then next week I'll do a small just produce haul from our local market and kind of replenish that. My kids love fruit. They do like vegetables, most cooked vegetables, but when it comes to raw vegetables, they really will only eat the carrots and the celery. We also have a lot of spinach out in our garden right now, so we'll be making some spinach salads as well to go with meals. I want to try a couple different kinds of chips, so that's why you see this here. Just trying to find something that's a little bit of a better option than just like the regular Tostitos types chips. So we're going to see these. I'd be interested if any of you have tried these and if you like these, if your kids like these, or if these are really weird textures. But we got some multigrain tortilla chips. We got some sea salt to replace just crackers when we make homemade Lunchables. We'll see what they think. I have a feeling these will be fine. I have a feeling I will have complaints about this, and we may need to find a better cracker substitute other than the buttery round cracker, something that's a little bit better for them, maybe has some fiber, some multigrain type cracker. Be interested if anybody has a brand that they really like. Again, we're trying to avoid as many extra preservatives as we can, and we're trying to avoid food dyes and added sugars when you can. This isn't about perfection. This is about trying to do better, and we're still keeping some of our favorite things, which I'll show you in a minute. Anytime I do a big grocery haul, I always get some sort of breakfast treat for the next day. They really like this cinnamon raisin bread, so we'll do this with some eggs and fruit tomorrow morning as their special treat. And then a loaf of good quality bread for when Sam packs his sandwiches. He really likes a nice soft loaf of bread. And he really likes the sourdough I've been making for sandwiches, but I don't have a big long loaf pan, so I make a circle sourdough, and that is really hard to cut sandwich size pieces. So still buying sandwich bread. But for most of our other bread needs, I've been making the bread. So this is really just for sandwiches on the go. There's more, all of the fruit. Okay, and then we just needed a little more decaf coffee, so I just got the cheap stuff. Aldi doesn't have a lot of options when it comes to coffee, so that's that. Sam asked for overnight oats for breakfast, especially when he works the next morning, so he has to leave early. So I got some chia seeds and some steel cut oats and some almond milk over there. And then to that he can add raisins, he could add cinnamon, you could add banana. He also really likes to add peanut butter powder, which you can't buy at Aldi. That is something we usually order online from Amazon in order to get just a big container of it, which has a lot of protein in it for you. And it doesn't have any added sugar. All right, but sugar, you do need some sugar, especially when you want to make treats. I keep all my baking supplies in big 5-gallon buckets, and the bucket is about empty. So we filled up for just regular all-purpose flour and some sugar for making things like cookies and brownies and things. Nobody likes a whole wheat cookie, or maybe you do, but my kids don't. So, all right, I got some more olive oil for making sourdough and cooking in general, and then I was out of vanilla. I tried to do better than the, cheap vanilla tasting fake extract stuff, but this was pretty expensive, and it's a tiny bottle. And I know a lot of people make their own, but I imagine that gets pretty expensive. Tell me what you think, because I know you can reuse the beans a lot of times, but you use like vodka to make it, and I imagine that's not cheap. Though I've never bought vodka, so I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. We needed some more pasta, so I just got some elbow macaroni just to keep. I always keep a couple boxes of random types of pasta to add to my canned soup, since you can't can them with the pasta in it. But when I warm up like my hamburger stew or my chicken noodle soup, I always like to throw some noodles in, so I always keep a box of like elbow macaroni or rotini. This is my treat. I love these shrimp and avocado roll sushis. I needed a few more baby wipes, so grab those over there. I got 1 pack of bacon for a special breakfast. Bacon is very expensive, and I know the nitrites aren't that good for you, so we try to only do it every once in a while for special occasions. Most of the time we do not have a meat with breakfast. We do a lot of oatmeal and things like that for breakfast, and I have so much oatmeal already in the pantry. I didn't really need to buy more regular oatmeal. This is also for me. I like to make seafood salad, and I use this imitation crab meat from Aldi because it's pretty inexpensive. It's decent quality. And then for the homemade Lunchables, I have not found another option besides pepperoni. I would be interested to hear what anybody else uses that's maybe a healthier option than pepperoni, but for right now, pepperoni is what I got. So, or maybe there's a brand of pepperoni that's a better option than this. Tell me what you're using if you make decent quality homemade Lunchables. I got just a block of cheddar cheese for cutting up into cubes or slices for the Lunchable, and Sam really likes this Kraft Singles. It has to be Kraft Singles for his egg and cheese sandwiches, so got that for him. These are also for the kids, some Babel cheeses I'm going to see if they like these. We've tried them before, but it was several years ago. We'll see if the older kids' taste buds have changed, because I think that'd be a good snack. We got 2 things of tortillas. Yes, I know I can make my own tortillas and they wouldn't have preservatives in them and such and such and such. I only have so many minutes in a day. I already make basically all of our bread, so tortillas I always buy. That's just easier for me. That's one thing I really don't want to give up because of the time and the mess involved. Okay, and then we're going to go over here real quick. I did buy 2 packets of chicken nuggets. We're still going to use chicken nuggets every once in a while because the kids love them, right? You got to have a little joy in life. I feel like the Aldi brand chicken nuggets are decent. I know that there are better options at Aldi. This is almost a 2-pound bag. We eat a 2-pound bag of chicken nuggets one sitting, just the kids. Sam and I don't eat them. And to buy the better quality ones, the bags are smaller and they're like twice as expensive. I can't afford that. So we still will keep these. And these 2 bags are for the month, so that's only 2 lunches. I just got 2 gallons of milk because I already have 2 in the fridge. Almond milk for the overnight oats. This is an unsweetened one, but it is vanilla. I thought that might be a little bit better in the oats than just plain. And I'm trying a new creamer. This is a healthier option, I guess. I know you can make your own creamer as well. Again, I just didn't feel like doing it this month. Maybe next month I might, but this seemed like it was pretty decent. It didn't have very many ingredients at all, which is what we're looking for. So we'll try that in our coffee and see if we like it. I make almost all of our own yogurt, which is what I'm going to do with 1 of these gallons of milk. But the kids ate the last yogurt that I made so fast that I didn't have any left over to be a starter for this next gallon I'm going to make tonight. So I had to buy something, and Aldi doesn't sell plain yogurt in small cups, so I had to buy the big container of that. 2 things of butter. I always buy butter so I can just stock it because you just never know. And then 2 things of eggs. I always say we have chickens. We don't have enough chickens for the amount of eggs we need, so I always buy a couple extra packs so that we never run out. All right, we're almost done. Let's go over here. Just a few green beans. We've used up all of our green beans from last year, so these cans are just to get me through until our green beans from this year are ready. And some more honey, and some kids love Nutella, so I got the off-brand hazelnut spread on some toast a couple times this morning for breakfast. Okay, but snacks is where we're ending. So for the snacks, what I do is I always have healthy snacks available, like fruit or cheese. But every time I go grocery shopping, they get to decide on a few not healthy snacks that they'd like to have. And these will go so fast, it would be like they were never in the house. And then they're left the rest of the time with the healthy snacks. But they got to have something fun and something to really look forward to. So the requests this time were Gushers, which only come 6 in a box. So that'll be gone tonight probably. Peanut butter wafers, which there's only 6 in here. It says 12 bars, but they come double wrapped. And then they like these chocolate dipped granola bars as well. And that was everybody's requests. And then I always get these fruit strips because the little guys love these. And peanut butter pretzels, that's always a fun snack that they like. I got some of these caramel rice snacks. And 2 things of applesauce because it is actually cheaper right now to buy applesauce in the cups than it is to buy the larger container of applesauce. Go figure. And for these snacks that are in big bags, I will individually package these in little Ziploc baggies, and I have some silicone ones that are reusable. That helps manage portion size so that the whole bag doesn't disappear in a day. It also keeps the whole bag from getting spilled in the pantry when people don't put it away correctly. All right, everybody's sitting in the waiting room. Everyone is sitting in the living room waiting. They have been waiting for this food to come home and waiting for their snacks that they requested. So I'm going to let the kids have at it and put this away. But again, this was about $2.20. This will get us through a large portion of the month, minus me having to buy a little extra milk and some more fruit at the market. And then we'll do one more smaller haul the second half of the month just to kind of fill in the blanks and restock our snack basket. And that's it. All right, come get your food that you want. Let's put it away.